Their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
So the New York starting five. At point, we'll see Brunson with Anunoby next to him. Achua is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Dunn. 6 to shoot. Durant sets a screen for Allen. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brunson against Booker. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Now here's Booker, and he drives in, and the dunk by Booker.
Huge slam for Booker. He really gets up off these drives.
Down against Anunoby. Banked in off the glass.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Durant. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Achua after the missed 3 from KD.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Allen. 3-pointer. They get it back. Outside, KD. Hands it from downtown. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
And here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Richard. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Booker looking around. Suns keep it alive. Outside for KD. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Towns missing. Suns leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. He talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Achua to stop the run. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outside for Durant. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Achua. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Booker. Here's Durant. Puts up a deep 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Durant's got 14.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside for KD. And it's off from three-point range. For New York, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Towns for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Outside Durant, shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anunoby. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Booker. KD, a screen on Anunoby. Outside for KD. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines. And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
On the court for the Knicks, you got DeLon Wright. Robinson is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 2. And Tucker kicks to Robinson. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Wright. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view it?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
And so it's New York with it after the Suns pick up 2. Wright finds Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now here's Bull. Guarded by Tucker. Pass to Plumlee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Robinson. Takes it off the glass. Robinson's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Knicks.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Inside. Jones against Wright. Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. Back to Plumlee. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Right wing. Here's Tucker. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Tucker's got his first bucket in this one. The Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Jones finds Beal. Another three for Phoenix. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
McBride's shot is off. Suns lead by 4. Pass to Bull. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. Can't get the tip in. For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 5, and there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Beal. At the top of the key, Plumlee. A floater. Robinson knocks it away. On the wing, Bridges. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And the Suns miss again. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones kicks to O'Neal. Here's Plumlee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Allen is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's KD in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. 4 on the shot clock. Booker, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Screen by Durant. Booker on the move. And the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
And so here is New York. It's a 3-point game. Brunson kicks to Hart. It's good from long range. Hart's got 6.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Brunson. Now, here's Anunoby. Brunson, right side. To the middle. New York needs to get off a shot. No coverage that time. Hart's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
High post, KD. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Brunson kicks to Achua. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier.
Assisted by.
I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. KD passes to Richards. No good with the layup. The Knicks leading by 12. Brunson finds Towns. Hart with it. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. The kick out to Anunoby. Carries it down low. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Here's New York. They're on a 15-6 run. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. For Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Oh, my. Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by New York. And pushing it up, here's New York. And Anunoby slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Launches a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Pass to McBride. Bridges a screen on Beal. Here's McBride. He's covered by Beal. Robinson. Plumlee with some nice D.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Hole with it. Back to Jones. A wide open look for Plumlee. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Bridges. Wright is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Robinson in at the 5, down low.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
O'Neal dishes the ball. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
They set the pick. Outside for Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns trail by 10. Jones, the pass to Beal. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Wright kicks to Robinson. Knocked loose. Stolen by Jones. Right side, Beal. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Lets the three fly. Robinson pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Jones. Pass to Beal. Here he goes. And finished off by Beal.
Speeding in and lifting off. What a slam by Beal.
The Knicks leading by 8. McBride passes to Bridges. And Bol sends it back. Plumlee in the high post. Right on him. Bridges with the steal. Driving the lane. And it's good for 2. And the Knicks lead by 10. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Great heads up.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
At the line for Phoenix. Bol. 3 shots. The under video review.
2 minutes of detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Wright missing. Suns trail by 7. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Durant's checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen's checked in for Beal. And it's Booker in for Tyus Jones. And a new group in for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for P.J. Tucker. OG Anunoby's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Here's Towns, and Bol sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. One off Bol. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
The drive by Booker. Pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
To the right side. Towns for 3. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 4. Durant kicks to Booker. Bol a screen on Brunson. Bol up top. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brunson outside. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Brunson, no good. Booker outside, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. So it's New York picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that.
who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Now here's Allen. Here's Booker. Dunn right side. Fires the three. And Booker hits from deep.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Lillard against Booker. Kicks it out to Jackson. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Durant. Pass to Richards. Lopez with the steal. Here's Udiplomat. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
First team foul.
And so Udiplomat nails both of them. First quarter, just over a minute played. Booker, the pass to Durant. Here's Richards. Pass to Allen. Richards with a screen. Booker with it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Thank you for that, Allie. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Lillard. Second chance effort into the lane. And the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 5.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
Booker finds Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Booker against Lillard. The three. Again, the miss by Lillard. Suns trail by 4. Outside Booker. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. 7 points in the game.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Lillard passes to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez for 3. And he buries his first look.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
And Booker, here we go. Dunn, the pass to Allen. Back to Dunn. And there's the drive. And here's Booker. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I I could go on all night. How much time we got, B.A.?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. And Lillard puts up a deep three. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dunn. Another three for Phoenix.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Jackson outside. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Allen. No made baskets yet. Drains the triple.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner three and turn the lights out.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Lillard's got 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Bol out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop them, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Sims. Here's Prince. He's covered by O'Neal. Picked by Prince. Shot clock at 6. Out to Portis. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Portis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Milwaukee has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Trent, the pass to Prince. On the wing, Porter, defended by Jones. Back to Prince, puts up a 3, fires in the triple. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Pass to Sims. Trent against Jones. Another shot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Bol. That 3's off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Trent with it. Beal picks him up. Here's Prince from the arc. Bol grabs the board. Plumlee passes to Beal. Plumlee a screen on Prince. Beal attacking. And then Beal with the dunk.
The difficult choice for the defense, right? If you sag off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step, and he finishes with a big-time drive.
Porter gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Bowles. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Bowles gotten 4 this quarter.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Trent for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Trent with it. O'Neal covers. Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the teardrop, and it's Jones getting it to go. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Trent from long range. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Booker. Durant for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Durant's got 14 points.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
To the left side wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
Oh, when you combine Durant's size with his vision and the touch on his passing, it's easy for him.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Here's Durant. KD out here flexing on people.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
And it's Lillard penetrating. And the dunk by Lillard. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Booker. Pass to Richards. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Now here's Lopez. Jackson, right side. Antetokounmpo for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 7 tonight. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got 5.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo drives in. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. All alone on the break. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, the length of Giannis is tough to deal with. He uses it to perfection to come up with steals.
Durant finds Allen. Now Booker. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The drive by Jackson. Pass to Kuzma. Overdone. And Kuzma the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 1. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Give him 8.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Picked by Prince. Trent for 3. He drops it from range.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Beal against Prince. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. For 3, O'Neal. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. That concludes the 3rd quarter. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1. They've got Royce O'Neal, Mason Plumlee out there with Bull. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Jones in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Plumlee finds Beal, lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
It's tipped. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Portis. Here's Sims. He's checked by Plumlee. Outside for Porter. Jones against Porter. Here's Bull, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Bull. And Bull drops them both. The Bucks trail. Porter in the post, defended by Jones. Porter, the pass to Prince. Portis the screen. Oh, it's stolen away. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
The Bucks making a switch here. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Sims. Kuzma comes in for Prince. Jackson, he's checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Booker for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Lillard. Booker with the defensive effort. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Durant, it's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. They get it again. Kuzma outside. Portis outside. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. For 3, Allen. Phoenix no good that time either.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Prince. Throws it up high. The feed. The jam. Giannis.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Up and overdone. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Booker with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Dunn right side. Outside for Booker. Oh, great D that time from Portis. The Bucks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Jackson for 3. The Suns clear it. There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. Lillard against Allen for 3. Durant. Giannis with the rebound. Well, the Bucks shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Prince. Oh, deflected. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. And here is Antetokounmpo. Jackson outside. Prince, the pass to Lillard. Prince, a screen on Allen. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, the trifecta!
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Right wing. Here's Dunn. Cash. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Lillard left side. Portis with a screen on Booker. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Misses the 3. Allen outside. Screen by Durant. Allen, pass to Durant. Can't knock in the 3.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Udiplomat and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Kuzma can't get it to go. New York with the ball. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. He acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Hart, that's good.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. When Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Nobody near Lillard. Drills the three-pointer.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Hart kicks to Towns. On the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Jackson. Basket, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Lillard. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Bol out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in at the point. Now here's Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Fades away. Booker no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Brunson against Allen. Pass to Durant. Hits a three-pointer.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
Now Brunson. Anunoby, a screen on Booker. Outside Anunoby. This one for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Durant against Anunoby. Now here's Booker. Beyond the arc. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Durant's got 6.
Yeah, with KD, that's automatic.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Now here's Bol. Bol, a screen on Brunson. Allen with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Allen can't get it to go. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And Brunson gets it to go.
You give Brunson that wide open of a floor, he's going to operate there.
Booker, pass to Durant. Back to Booker from downtown. And it's New York with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Towns. From down in the low post, it goes.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Durant, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Drills it from deep.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Drops in the 3. He's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Booker, pass to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
For 3, Allen. Achua with a rebound. New York has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
Pass to Durant. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Richards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Knicks leading by 3. Here's Brunson. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Bol. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. The Knicks have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Achua passes to Brunson. And Booker pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant, and it's all tied up. Durant's got 17 points.
I'm scratching my head. Is there a 4-level scorer? KD could be that.
Outside Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And he'll draw the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
At the line, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Shoot 2.
That free throw is good from Anunoby. Both free throws good from Anunoby. 5 ticks left in the first quarter here. For 3, Booker. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Anunoby and Bridges filling out the perimeter. Mitchell Robinson is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Wright in at the 1. That's the group for New York starting the second. Wright finds Tucker. 13 feet out. Bridges outside. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Robinson on the wing. And that one drops. Robinson's got his first points in this one.
This is what Robinson does. He puts it in when he's around the 10.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Bridges. No points yet. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And here's Wright from the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Suns trail by 4. Plumlee with it. Now Wright defending. Out to Beal. Takes the 3. The Knicks pull it in.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Bridges. From deep. On target from range. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
And Bridges at the most advantageous spot to get to that corner 3. He's comfortable from there.
Dunn's shot is good.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Tucker, the pass to Bridges. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Wright against Jones. Plumlee. And he makes it on the layup. And now just a 2-point Knick lead.
Athletic and quick, Plumlee is a good partner in the pick and roll game if delivered.
Wright, the pass to Anunoby. The 3-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, That can make the difference.
McBride, he's checked in for New York.
Yeah, the agility of Bridges, working around the impact of the foul to get his shot.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Now here's Tucker. Still without a bucket. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Phoenix has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
Well, the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot, swatted away.
Tucker finds Robinson. Back to Tucker. Pass to Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Wright, the pass to McBride. Back to Wright. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. 1:21 left to play in the half. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Now here's O'Neal. The 3 nails it from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 1.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
It's Beal on the wing. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Well, the defense better get out there or Bradley Beal's about to do some serious damage.
Outside Jones. Pass to Beal. Jones with a screen on Wright. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's McBride. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. And here's Wright from the arc. Bradley Beal puts it in. And here are the Suns. They're on a 17-4 run. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the 3. Wright with the board. Here's McBride. Off target from 3-point range. Beal outside. Over Wright. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Grayson Allen, Bull out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Durant in at the 3.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
That one goes in. Booker's got his first points of the night.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Brunson, a screen on Allen. Hart finds Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
First team foul.
The deep three from Durant. No good on the quick three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Offensively, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. Booker for three, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Towns looking for an opening from deep three-point land. Offensive board. Achua passes to Anunoby. Towns outside. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Towns has gotten his second bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Booker against Anunoby. Outside Durant. Launches it. And the Suns get it back. There's the three. KD! What else would you expect?
Well, with the skill and size to score from anywhere on the court, Durant produces huge numbers pretty much on a nightly basis.
Here's Towns. Richards pulls it in.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
On the wing, Durant. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hart passes to Achua. Back to Hart. Fires it. Achua gets the bucket. Achua's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. Durant with a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Durant. Durant owning the inside.
Well, the quickness and skill set and separation here helps KD work inside.
Brunson passes to Achua. Let's go with a three. And here's Hart. That shot missing. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Stolen by Anunoby. Towns outside. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 6.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Durant for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Bull. Outside for Booker. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. So New York ends up going with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
Beal against Bridges. Outside O'Neal. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 6.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Phoenix leading by 5. Outside Jones. Pass to Beal. O'Neal with it. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Mikal Bridges. DeLon Wright is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's P.J. Tucker. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Dunn left side. Wright against Jones. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 4. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now. O'Neal on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Right with the bucket.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Tucker. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. Now here's Allen. Pass to Durant. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 25 points.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a 10-point Suns lead. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Suns?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
First personal foul. First team foul. OG Anunoby.
That free throw's good from Anunoby.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Phoenix leading by 9. Here's Durant. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Anunoby for 3. They get it again. The kick out to Brunson. Hart. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Towns outside. Back to Bridges. Towns left side. Pass to Anunoby. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Outside Booker. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York from outside the arc. Here's Brunson. Second chance effort. That one's good. Nothing but net. And it's now only a 5-point Suns lead.
Oh, huge moment from J.P. Brunson knocking it down.
And stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. Towns way outside. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Booker. And it's New York with a rebound. Here we go, 1-on-1. Hart from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 5 assists tonight.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. You can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Now here's Allen. Back to Durant. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Bridges misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To stop the drought. Oh, the trifecta!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Yeah!
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Durant against Hart. Now here's Allen. And here's Bull. Just 5 to shoot. Bull, a screen on Bridges. Allen. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, got a piece of it. Allen, the pass to Durant. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they need to execute fast out of this break.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for Al.
teams, RJ, they have rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Allen in at the 2 guard.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Allen finds Booker. The 3 from KD. And the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Lillard. Oh, that's blocked. 4-on-3 break. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. That one goes. Count it.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Richards passes to KD. And Booker kicks to Durant. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. Allen a screen on Kuzma. Dunn. The teardrop falls in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Screen by Giannis. Floats it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screening role.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And coming in as a floor-spacing 2. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Done with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Lillard on the wing. Giannis. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's blocked. Allen against Lillard. Allen a screen on Kuzma. Booker. And the layup falls.
Booker showing some power.
Bucks trail by 5. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
Jackson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Lillard against Allen. Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Kuzma. 3-pointer. The rebound by Richards.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
They get it back. With some arc. And Allen with the layup.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Booker against Lillard. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard against Booker. Lets it go from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And done with the slam.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker's showing us his vision.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing here by 8. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Giannis outside. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Udiplomat's got 6. Suns leading by 6. Booker the pass to KD. Backs it out to Booker. With the drive. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Here's Lillard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Lopez dishes to Jackson. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. The free throw is good from Lillard. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Allen with the screen for Booker. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Sut. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
They've got Gary Trent. Bobby Portis out there with Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Trent against Beal. Trent kicks to Portis. There's a screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Plumlee with the steal. Left side, Beal. Launches a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Beal's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
So good from 3-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Outside Portis. Trent with the wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Plumlee. Still scoreless. Jones, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
And here's Trent outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Prince can't hit.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Bull can't hit. Porter with it. Driving to the basket. Trent outside to the middle. Stolen by Jones. O'Neal on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Now here's Prince. No scoring in this one. Back to Trent. Kicks it out to Prince. From deep. Good on the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Jones, the pass to Beal. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Drops in the layup for 2.
Powering through contact. Beal with the strong finish.
From deep, Trent. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Nice to see Porter Jr. get aggressive, not settle for a J, and take it into the defense.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Leading by 5. Here's Beal. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Pass to Sims. It's Trent on the wing. It's his first trip to the line.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
Trent hits them both. A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
1:16 left here in the second. Pass to Trent. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Third team foul. At the line for 1. The play is under video review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Jones with it. Picked up by Portis. Here's Beal. Kicks it out to Jones. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Bull can't hit. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Trent passes to Prince. The kick out to Lopez. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Prince misses. Suns leading by 4. A kick out to O'Neal. Bull, a screen on Prince. Back to Bull. Porter with the steal. Portis for 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Suns on top. They're up by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of it. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Bucks making a change here. Sims is checked in, setting the floor for the Suns. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Allen. Then there's Dunn, and it's Booker in at the point. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Dunn. A three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee's gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Out to Kuzma. Offensive rebound, Sims. Jackson passes to Lillard. Jackson setting the pick here for Lillard. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. 5 on the clock. For the lead, Giannis battling for the second look. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Oh, here we go. On to Kumbo. Nobody. Oh, he's a high flyer.
Ooh, that was nasty.
That's just filthy.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Oh, Booker with the bounce.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Booker against Lillard. To the inside. And to Kumbo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. There goes Giannis. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Booker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. It's Durant on the wing. Dunn with a screen on Udiplomat, and then Durant with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pass to Sims. And here is Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Dunn. 1:46 left to play in the third. The game now all time. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Lillard surveying the D. Phoenix grabs the miss. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
KD's shot is off. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis dishes to Lillard. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Sweet little floater. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Jackson. And Porter subbed in for Damian Lillard. Clock is at 3. O'Neal misses. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Trent. Portis against Bull. Now, here's Trent. Defense right on him. Prince's shot is good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Bull. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No good from outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Portis is out there with Prince. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Bull. Nails the baby hook.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when he missed them.
Trent, that's a 2-pointer. Left side, Portis. Portis sets the pick for Prince. Back to Portis. Driving inside. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. Here's Bull. That's tipped. Porter kicks to Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Prince. Jackson, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jackson passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Allen. They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Up top, Durant. It's Allen on the wing. Shoots the 3. And the Suns miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Lillard. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Suns trail by 10. Pass to Richards. A floater. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Out to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. Kuzma passes to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzma with the screen for Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Bucks leading by 10. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot.
A downright lethal 3-point threat Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
The Bucks making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Allen, that's good.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Scooped up. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Kuzma. Guarded by KD. Kuzma passes to Jackson. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Richard.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker. Durant's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. Milwaukee's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Pass to Richards. Dunn with it. Lillard picks him up. Dunn misses. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Kuzma kicks to Sims. The rebound by Richards. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good comp. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
case. Well, this matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Brunson runs point, and Anunoby slots in at the 2. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Josh Hart, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Here's Brunson, and he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Achiuwa can't hit. And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Jackson. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Pass to Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Kuzma with the ball. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. Here's Brunson outside. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Brunson's got 5 now.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now here's Kuzma. Lopez, the screen on Hart. Back to Lopez. Kuzma outside. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Towns for 3. Achiuwa with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Lillard with the ball. Hart covering. Pass to Lopez. Back to Jackson. Now Lillard. With some arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, it looks so delicate coming off his fingertips. Lillard's floater is a lethal one.
All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
And it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll, and no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Anunoby on the wing, and the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Achua can't hit.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Antetokounmpo surveys. The three is up. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Brunson passes to Hart. It was stolen by Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. Anunoby against Lillard. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Pass to Jackson. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
And here's Achua. Lopez with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns with the ball. 4-3. Unable to get that one. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Milwaukee out. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So on the floor for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Miles McBride. And it's Wright in at the point. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
On the wing, Porter, pounded by Wright. Portis a screen. Back to Prince. Launches a 3. Nice D from Bridges. Knicks trail by 5. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
It's Milwaukee with a rebound. In transition, here come the Bucks. A nice shot by McBride. And this game is tied up now.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Porter. Trent outside. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Sims. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Wright, the pass to McBride. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so Prince will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Trent. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Tucker. Portis with the steal. Tucker against Porter. And We're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the right side, tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Portis gets the bucket. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And again, the Knicks missing. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis and Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Trent for three. Hits the trifecta. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's not just the assertiveness of Gary Trent Jr., folks. It's about the accuracy. I don't care what kind of range he's shooting from.
Here's McBride. And the layup is good. McBride's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Out to Portis. Pass to Sims. Porter with it, hounded by Wright. Takes a step back. Porter looks it over. The floater gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, nice decision making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
To the inside, Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Trent for three. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Right, the pass to Robinson. Right, outside. Robinson, a screen on Trent. Back to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Trent from long range. And another three for Milwaukee.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Walking foul called on Kevin Porter Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tucker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Tucker's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Trent. No good from the wing. A big-time effort for Gary Trent Jr., providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, thanks for your attention to the center court. And get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
And I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Jackson finds Lillard. Stolen by Anunoby. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Here's Brunson outside. Ooh, Brunson with the triple.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Doris OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
The three is up. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 4. Oh, deflected. Pass to Hart. Releases from 15. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. Doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Brunson passes to Hart. Anunoby for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. On the wing, Kuzma to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Kicks it out, Towns. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career? From role player to star player.
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Pass to Lopez. A clear look for Antetokounmpo, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in the quarter. Hart with a screen on Jackson. Brunson on the drive. Brunson inside with the finish.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jackson against Brunson. Hart goes in. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Towns finds Anunoby. Anunoby is screen on Antetokounmpo. And they get it back to the left wing. Stolen by Jackson. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Here's Lopez. Out to Lillard. Fires the 3. Towns with a rebound. Knicks trail by 7. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. A big group substitution here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Tucker comes in for Achua. Mikal Bridges checked in for Hart. And Wright subbed in for Brunson. McBride, he's checked in for New York. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
51 seconds left in the 3rd. McBride passes to Bridges. Knocks it down from distance. Bridges has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Now McBride. Bridges, left side. Pass to Robinson. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
2 shots.
That one's no good. Milwaukee has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. The three from Prince. He drops it from range. Prince has got his second basket on the night.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
A nice shot by McBride.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So on the floor for New York, DeLon Wright is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's P.J. Tucker. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Robinson on the wing. A rebound by Sims. Milwaukee leading by 3. Pass to Portis. Here's Prince. Portis, the pass to Porter. On the take. No luck on that one. Nice D from Bridges. New York has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Count that one.
That's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Yep, that one goes. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Trent finds Porter. Portis with a screen on right. The drive by Porter uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
And an intentional foul right there. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Tucker. OG Anunoby's checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for... Right.
Well, the high-valued three-point shot from the corners. Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Antetokounmpo against Towns. Here's Lopez. The shot's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
New York has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Outside Hart. Out to Bridges. Back to Hart. And a two-handed jam!
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Antetokounmpo with it. Towns covering. Good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time. I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Here's Lopez. Doesn't go for him. New York has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Towns Towns can't get it to go.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo up top. Lopez in the post. He's covered by Hart. 17-foot shot on the way. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one. They really want it. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a lead.
Now, it should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Jackson outside. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Prince is checked in for Lopez. The Bucks shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Anunoby. Brunson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Anunoby on the take. Brunson finds Bridges. Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby passes to Towns. No good with the triple. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Prince. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hart. Hart against Lillard. Inside, Jackson.
Money! Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
It's Hart on the wing, defended by Lillard. Left side Hart, over Lillard. No good! And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with... All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForge.